Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is release yourself. So I want to talk about a release for yourself and the importance that I have always tried to emphasize about shadow work. And I have a spoiler towards the end. So family, please stay tuned. And if you like this video, please feel free to share it. So with no further delay, let's get into it. Now, shadow work is something that's very unattractive, but it's very needed. And the reason that shadow work is needed is because one, it helps the witch or the sorcerer not only evolve, but to integrate that shadow so that shadow can teach you the cons and the pros of the individual that you are. You both have light and dark energy in you. And this so-called election, which really was an occult exercise, illustrates a very good point. And many will say, how? Because you saw the meltdown of many women across the nation, those who were getting rid of the patriarchy. But yet that patriarchy has helped Amazonian feminization in this country, in the West and the UK. So you're seeing women cutting their hair. They don't want to sleep with men. Divorce your man if he voted for Kamala. And men, which the gender wars anticipated, this men just stepped back and just did them. Here's the danger of that. Many people have read books, and I have too, like Milton Coleman, John Coleman, You had Behold the Pale Horse, Unseen Hand, etc. If I'm in the Council of Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberg Group, the so-called unseen big boys, I would be looking at you and be like, all this freedom you talk about what you want, you can't even act like a mature adult. This so-called election was decided weeks ago. Don't you think it's ironic that Kamala was leading a few days ago and then she got destroyed by Trump? The fix was already in. Oh, Beezy didn't teach you that? Oh, that's right. No, hope and change that you could believe in. How'd that work out for y'all? So I would be, if I was a member of that group or I had such power, I would rule over you sad simians with an iron fist. You think you have problems now? Oh, no. It would be to the next level. You would have to get permission to breathe. That's like if you're an adult, 35 or 40, you and your wife decide to go out of town and you say, you know what? I'm going to leave the house to my 10-year-old and his 8-year-old brother. Come back. Then you're like, well, how did the kitchen get on fire? Or, oh man, they got Dorito bags on the bed, honey bun wrappers all over the floor. Kids done ran up the cable bill. You get where I'm going with this? You cannot be emotionally invested over having a more benevolent master. That's it. See, if you look at the clip off with Thamael with Satan and Moloch, that's basically the Democratic and Republican Party. It's different sides of the same face. That is all it is. So what's the spoiler? I talked about this year, and I let everybody know last year. This was the year set. Guess what next year is going to be? Next year is going to be the year of Tiamat. See, in the Enuma Elish, supposedly, it was alleged that Marduk defeated Tiamat and took her down. Tiamat was not taken down. She's here, and she's more than new and improved. And remember, Tiamat's essence was spilled, and allegedly that's what led to the creation of Terra, or what you trogs know as Earth. And what Tiamat is going to do, she's going to get a lot of you to release the dark masculine, the dark feminine. What can you expect? I'm so glad you asked. You can expect for your repressed sexuality, which is affecting your root chakra, that's going to rear its ugly head. So you are going to be very sexualized next year, and you're going to act out either on the astral plane, or you are going to pick a target and you're going to engage in sex magic. The other thing that is going to happen, you're going to be empathic, but what you're going to start doing, you're going to start really being aggressive towards parasites, people that are trying to waste your time or romance you with words. You're not having that next year. Look at it like this. A lot of people spend time, they've been running from who they are for the last 7 to 10 years. Tiamat is not gonna let you do that. That ain't happening next year in 2025. And look at it like this. One of my favorite movies was Shutter Island. And there was a so-called federal marshal, Teddy Daniels. But that was just a anagram for his true self, Andrew Latis, who couldn't come to terms with what he did to his family or what he did to his wife, and the wife did something to the kids. There's also Con Air, 1997, Nicolas Cage, John Malkovich, where the mastermind of a breakout was Cyrus the Virus Grissom, and his capos were Billy Bedlam and Diamond Dog. Guess who the jailer is that's about to let that monster out that you've been holding inside? Tiamat's the CO, and she's about to give many of you a metaphysical, compassionate release. You're not going to be able to namaste your way out of this. No, that ain't happening. Ain't no namaste working next year. Don't even waste your time with it. In the movie Underworld, when Alexander Corvinus was about to make his transition, and Celine asked him, if I take your essence, what will I become? And he looked at her. He said, the future. That's what you're going to become. You're going to lay the groundwork of becoming that which you have always been scared of. You don't want the monster roaming the quiet countryside, but the monster is already rattling the cage. Or as Leon Corledo said in Curse of the Werewolf, 1961, when the mayor said, nah, you're going to stand trial. You staying in jail. And he just put his head down. And he looked at him and his father, and he said, I doubt if these bars are even going to hold me. See, there's another side of you that's going to emerge next year. And I'm going to do a lot of you fluffy bunnies a courtesy right here. This is from the Kobe Bryant of Magic. Because a lot of you were like, no, that's not me. I could never be like that. Unbeknownst to you, you've always been like that. You just were in denial about it. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.